5.
Champ Justice, number 1.
Jace Franson, number 11.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Will Jeffs, number 34.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40.
Welcome to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson.
Welcome into Emery High School basketball. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson. Always fun to be along with you. And tonight, we're on the road in Richfield. Big region showdown. Emery taking on the Wildcats. Travis, Emery enters tonight's contest. They have won their last 5 games, firing right now on all cylinders.
5-game win streak, like you talked about, playing their best basketball, coming into a tough environment here at Richfield, the best team in the region.
I think this might be the best team in the state. You and I have watched a lot of high school basketball so far this season. I think when you look at this Wildcat roster and you look at the way they're coached, they have all the ingredients to become a state champ. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I know that that is the expectation here at Richfield, right? State championships. That's what Coach Rand Janes does. That's exactly the way the Wildcat faithful expect it to be. They enter tonight's contest unbeaten in league play, 13-3 overall, number 2 in the RPI.
Yeah, they don't make many mistakes. They play really good defense. They limit what you're going to do offensively. They force you to do things that you're not comfortable with. And they probably got the best coach, in the region.
He's one of them. There's no doubt.
Or in the state, whatever you want to say. He's that good, and this team's really good, and it's going to be tough tonight.
Now, the first time these two teams met turned out to be somewhat of a lopsided affair. Richfield picked up the win. Again, the Wildcats 8-0 in league play. But ever since then, Emery is not the same team. I think we can agree on that. Here's a team that's now 6-2 in the division, 9-8 overall. The first time they went up against this Richfield team, Travis, we found out just how good the Wildcats were, and I don't think that was a big surprise to you and I. We know just how good this team can be, and we saw it live and in color. This is a good basketball team.
Yeah, they really stifle the Spartans in that game. They come out, they play good defense, they get up on you. They make those entry passes that you want to make down to the block. They make it difficult. They force you into a lot of long jump shots, which they got out in transition, and they made you pay. So tonight for Emery here on the road, you can't let this crowd get into it. You got to limit the turnovers, and you've got to score inside the paint. There's times where this Emery team, they get a little clunky down in the paint, and then I think that takes away from their outside shooting. So if they can score early inside the paint, then that's going to open up the outside where perimeter shooting, I don't think Richfield on the outside wants to come out and play on the perimeter.
Well, the last time these two teams met, it was 17-15 Richfield at the end of the first quarter, but the Wildcats used a 15-4 run in the second, and they pulled away for good. And once you fall in a hole against this Richfield team, you're going to struggle.
It's hard to come back against this because they're not going to allow that many possessions. So you got to make every possession count. You've got to get looks on the basket. You can't be turning the ball over, not getting looks at the hole.
So we are going to continue on here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Always great to have you along. For the viewing audience on YouTube, Castle Country Radio Emery, that is the channel. And, of course, here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Here's what we have coming up. You're going to hear from head coach Dave Justice. We caught up with him Friday night following the win over, what turned out to be a very, very big win indeed for this Emery team. As I talked about, they've won 5 consecutive games, and I think that was really a telling point as to where they were at. They beat up on Delta 68-53, and remember the first time those two teams met, it came down to the wire. So I thought it was a great gauge game. After that win, we caught up with Coach Dave Justice. We also caught up with senior Will Jeffs. We're going to get to that interview as well. So a lot to come. It is the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, and we are live on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Top It Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Top It also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Top It Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
The Spartans play here.
Braxton Butler, number 32. Will Jeffs, number 34. Scott Johansson, 35.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL. Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. I'm Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson, who will bring back in just a moment. Prepping for tonight's road game, the Emery Spartans on the road taking on the Richfield Wildcats, and a game that will decide if Emery has a chance at cracking the top of the Region 12 division for the division championship. Right now, Emery 2 games back of the Wildcats, but Emery has made significant progress in the RPI, winning its last 5 games and getting to 6-2 in league play. In fact, entering tonight's game, the Spartans all of a sudden to become a major player in the RPI, looking for a home game in that opening round. Emery sits at number 7, while Richfield sits at number 2, adding even more emphasis to tonight's game, which is also the first of 3 consecutive games on the road. Emery most recently picked up a season series sweep over the Delta Rabbits on Friday, and following that win, we had a chance to catch up with head coach Dave Justice and also senior Will Jeffs. Coach, first off, congratulations on the 5th consecutive victory, season high. How about that?
Yeah, we were teasing in the
we were teasing in the locker room, hey, guys, this is our very first time this whole season we've been above 500.
Yeah.
So it took us 5 straight wins to get it, but we're happy to be here. So
9-8 overall, 6-2 in league play, and that is the key stat. Coach, these kids continue to play better and better. The first stat that I wanted to start with tonight on the postgame show was how efficient the boys were at the foul line tonight. They go 24-32 from the stripe.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I mean, West has been really killing it from the line, and Scott and Porter. They all done a good job, and even Will, splitting them. That's been really good. And so we practice and shoot a lot of free throws, and it's just awesome to see them. I think that was a big advantage. I don't know what Delta was exactly, but it seemed like they missed a few, and we made them, and it made a big difference for us.
Yeah, the one thing I said all season long was every kid on this team is capable of shooting 80% from the foul line, right? Sure. So you just keep waiting for it to happen. West goes 7 of 8, highly efficient. Scott was a perfect 4 of 4. Brett goes 3 of 4. Porter was 4 of 4. I mean, it was efficient numbers at the stripe.
Exactly, and that's kind of how you hold on to a lead, right? So you make your foul shots, you handle the pressure, and you kind of can just withstand some of their, good shots and some of their runs if you make your foul shots. So just a great job, an outstanding job for everybody.
The start to tonight's game was also spectacular. I know Delta managed to whittle it away a little bit at the end of the first quarter, Coach, but this was similar in my mind to what happened at JUAB on Wednesday. Every time the opposition had a run, we had an answer almost immediately.
Yeah, I mean, the kids really started out. We really mentioned big time. We felt like, after kind of going through last week, we felt we kind of had a letdown against Sanpete, just mentally. I mean, credit Sanpete, they played great, but we just felt like we needed to come in after a big win against JUAB and kind of an emotional win. And so, we wanted to really establish that, hey, this is a big game too, because all of them matter just as much as the next, So it was a big game, and they stepped up, and I think we got up 13-1, and kind of really set the tone for the entire game that we were going to play. And credit to Delta. Delta's a good team. They're very well coached, and so they're going to make runs, but we withstood their runs. We made our free throws, and we made just enough shots to kind of not ever to get it super interesting. So that was really good.
Yeah, I think you and I talked about this Wednesday after the win. Yeah, the JUAB game is great. You go on the road, you beat a top team in the state in the classification, but if you turn around and lose at home, you get that game right back in region, right? So
doesn't matter as much, right?
Yeah.
So exactly. So and we mentioned that this week, and Delta was super capable of, we had a great game with them down there last time, and so, obviously we were expecting a very, very well played game, and we shot a lot better up here than we did down there to kind of give us some advantage. So, so we couldn't really give it back. Everyone matters just the same. So even if you're playing the top of the region or whatever, I mean, if you look at the RPI, this was a 7-8 matchup. So maybe a matchup that you would see at the state tournament or even, kind of in that first round area. It seems like we're kind of in that group of teams that we could be playing. So it was really good to get a win tonight.
I want to talk about Wes Johansson. We were talking about Wes before you came up, and Coach, my biggest gripe with the game of basketball today is kind of the positionless game, right? Yeah. When we watch the college and the professional level, West is the old school big fella, catches the balls back to the basket. He's got the post moves that he keeps to memory, and it's almost unguardable. He is a dream for the old school basketball fan, right? He can score with his back to the basket.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is.
When he's aggressive tonight and finishing, it looks like he ended up with 19 points. And that's just, Scott was 17. Wow. I mean, that's just flat out awesome.
They dominated.
That's why I was like, and I turned to the bench, and they really, those two guys, and not everybody, but those two guys have been such a big part of our turnaround. They've just been playing more efficiently, as you talked about. They're taking good shots. They're getting to the basket. We're getting looks around the rim, and Westy's finishing his free throws, and he's really is fun to watch. I agree. It's kind of you don't see back to the back post players much anymore. You have rim runners or finishers, but we can really throw it to him and feel pretty good about the shot no matter what. And the nice thing about him, he's an underrated passer as well. He'll kick it out for shots, and we play a lot off him, so we're very lucky to have him.
A high basketball IQ.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he loves the game. The kid spends so much time in the gym. Him and Scott last night were one of the last guys in there shooting after, getting home late from JUAB. So, they just want to be good, and I'm so proud of them for their success.
I bring up what West does in the post because it's a direct correlation to the next topic, and that's just how well the boys are shooting from beyond the arc. Okay, so in that second half, Scott, he knocks down 3 triples. In the first half, Jace has 3 triples. Porter hit one from deep. Breck hits one from deep. It doesn't happen without the dominance inside the paint, right? It's opening up the perimeter, and the perimeter players are taking advantage of it. Coach, it's that inside-outside game.
Absolutely. You know, we kind of had some hard conversations kind of midway part of the season, and just like, guys, we are way too good shooters to shoot the shots that we do, you know, and to shoot the percentage that we do, kind of. And so we really try to have a conscious thing, and credit to the boys for embracing it. It's like, hey, we have to play inside out. We cannot force our threes. I know you guys are great shooters, but we have to let them come naturally. And they've really embraced it. And, I mean, I don't know what we ended up tonight, but I think against UAB we shot like 10 for 17. I mean, that's like in warm-ups, practice, great. Like, so, and then tonight it just seemed like we had a really great percentage. And so if we take good ones, we got great shooters, and we're going to have a great opportunity to knock a lot down.
Coach, lastly, before I let you go, we now will prepare for. I remember when you sent me the schedule in the off season in the summertime, and I remember specifically going to the end of January and saying a 3-game stretch against Richfield, Manti, and Canyon View.
Wow.
That's as tough as a road stretch as you can possibly get, and now it's here. It's finally upon us.
Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, 3 great programs, 3 great teams. That, you know, it's going to be definitely a challenge. You know, I mean, one of the top teams in the state in Richfield and Canyon View, and then Manti is, they have, I mean, I don't even know what their home record is the last couple of years, but I'm sure it's fantastic. So it's going to be a challenge. We're just going to try to take it one at a time and, you know, see what happens. And we feel like, you know, we're playing good ball, and we just got to keep playing. And, you know, we just won a tough one at UAB, and so, you know, hopefully the boys are going with confidence, and we know Richfield's a great team, but going down there with the right mindset and the right attitude, and hopefully we can compete down there. So we're just going to take it one at a time and worry about that. But, yeah, it's obviously a tough stretch. We have to go through kind of a road warrior mentality in the next couple of weeks, but hopefully at the end of it we're better for it.
Okay, let's set the stage for who you brought to the broadcast table tonight. We got Will Jeffs with us. And, you know, he had the 2-hand dunk against Carbon. That was electric.
Yep.
Right? We'll talk to him about that. But, Coach, one of the things that I think is so undervalued, it's the effect of a big-time block at the rim. And this guy is famous for doing that.
Oh, my gosh. He had 2 fabulous ones tonight. Just protecting that rim. He's been great off the bench. I think he would – honestly, I think Will would start for a lot of teams. We talked about West and how great he's been. And so – and the awesome thing about Will is he's just such a great teammate. He's cheering for his boys, and he's, you know, he celebrates them off the bench. And then when he comes in, he balls out, and he's been playing so well lately. I thought it was, you know, very fitting for him to give some love. So, you know, with his shot blocking and with his finishing around the basket, and he's done a great job, and we're lucky to have him. So.
Okay, well, let's bring him in. Coach, congratulations on the win. I'm sure we'll catch up again real soon.
Appreciate it, George.
Okay.
Yep.
Coach Dave Justice joining us. Let's bring in Will Jeffs. Will can make his way now to the broadcast table. We'll talk about some of these exciting plays. Will, first off, congratulations on that win.
Thank you
for taking the time to come up.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your electric plays. I was just talking with Coach Justice about it a moment ago. Well, I want to go back to the Carbon game. You had the 2-hand dunk off 2 feet, right? You're jumping off a trampoline, and, of course, that's electric. But I also love when you get a big-time block at the rim. I absolutely love what that can do to a game, and you have been famous for doing that really all season long. So talk to me about the interior defense and how you managed to climb ladders and swap these shots.
Well, lately I've had the bad habit of getting in foul trouble, so I've had to be a little bit careful. But I'm just kind of try to step up when I can see somebody coming down the paint, and if I feel like they're going to try to take a shot, I just get up as high as I can. See what I can do up there.
You do a good job with it. I think everybody needs a player like you on the roster. You come in off the bench. You're good for a good 4 or 5 offensive boards a game, defensive boards. You'll play a physical brand of basketball. I think in a day and age where sometimes physicality is kind of frowned upon, you're the complete opposite. It seems like you like that physical brand of basketball.
I do. I feel like I do a lot better when we're – like I always tell the bigs, the refs are always telling us not to push, and I'm like – we're bigs. That's our job.
Yeah. You got 5 fouls, right?
That's what we're here for, yeah.
Let's talk about the big turnaround of this team, because now you guys have won 5 consecutive games. What has been the biggest change from, we'll say now, January 17th, going back to December 13th, which was the first region win against Delta? What's been the biggest change?
Well, all season we've known we had the right guys to do it. We've just had to practice super intense. We got super good guards and bigs, and just every position we have somebody that is capable of doing anything. So we're just trying to use them right and practice hard.
I think one of the things that sometimes gets overlooked is, well, you guys are senior heavy. You guys didn't have a ton of experience at the varsity level. Now you're getting it, right? I mean, was the speed of the varsity game something that you guys had to adjust to at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, you're right. Most of us didn't play much varsity, so it was a little bit eye-opening for us because it is a big jump from JV to varsity.
Yeah,
we had to adjust to that for sure.
Yeah. Your role coming in off of the bench, I mean, if it's for Scott, if it's for West, whoever it may be, you've got a fun role because they're finesse, their offense, they like the bang, but when you come in, I mean, you get to be that difference maker on the defense, but you set the tone offensively, right? So how fun is it coming in and spelling a guy like West who is playing at such a high level right now?
It feels super good. West is such a good player, especially offense, but we just switch a lot. Me and him, we just sub for each other about every time. So
yeah. You even got to start at Carbon.
Yeah.
Because of the clerical error, but you still got to start for West, right, at Carbon. So, you guys have definitely found that chemistry. You guys are working really hand in hand. And I was just talking to Coach about this a moment ago. You guys now got to prepare for a 3-game road stretch, right? When you look at what is ahead, that's a pretty difficult stretch, right? Do you like playing on the road at home better? I mean, do you have a vibe for that yet?
I'd say I like home better, but away gyms, they just get so loud, especially Richfield and Canyon View coming up.
Yeah.
I feel like we just kind of have to rise to that occasion. We know they're good teams, and we just got to go over there and play hard.
What's it like to silence a road crowd? When you're on the road, you got to silence that crowd. What's that like?
Oh, man, it feels so good.
Yeah. Because you've done that a few times this year. You've been able to do that.
Yeah, like when you come in, like Wes has some great blocks too. When they come in and you block them, and they're all 10 defense, and it just goes quiet. It feels so good.
Yeah. Or a dunk. What was that moment like at Carbon?
Oh, man, when they put me in, I was like, the whole time I was in, I was thinking, I just got to get a dunk. I got to finish it with a dunk.
Yeah.
And Breck gave me a great pass when I was on my way to the rim already, so I just jumped up and put it in.
You jumped off 2 feet.
Yeah.
But that is not easy to do. Do you prefer to jump off 2 or 1? What do you prefer?
I am a 2-foot jumper.
Okay.
I cannot jump off of 1 foot.
Okay. Well, you can leap with 2 feet. That's a play that you're always going to remember, right? I mean, 20 years from now, you're never going to forget a moment like that.
Yeah.
Well, in this particular game, you had a couple of big blocks at the rim. And this is no easy task when you look at their bigs. If it's Driggs, if it's Topham, they have 2 very capable big guys right out there on the floor. And so you guys were going to be tasked with a pretty difficult challenge tonight, and you rose to the occasion.
Yeah. I mean, especially last game, we knew they were super tough last game. They did a great job. We knew they were going to be tough, and we knew, especially with, I think his number was 23.
Yeah.
He's a big kid.
He is.
So I knew we had our work cut out for us down there, but.
Well, now you can rest the rest of the weekend, right? After sweeping the week, that's always fun to do, and running that win streak to 5. You guys keep track of that in your mind, how many consecutive games you won? You guys talk about that?
The coaches do, but I just try to focus on now. This win won't matter at Richfield.
If you give it away, right, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we still got to work hard every day. So.
Well, Will, it's a pleasure to chat with you. I'm going to let you enjoy the weekend, and we'll catch you next week on a couple of long road trips. Hopefully we can keep this win streak rolling.
Yeah, thank you.
Again, that's head coach Dave Justice and also senior Will Jeffs as we prepare for tonight's game. Emery on the road taking on the Richfield Wildcats. We do have plenty more coming up here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. When we return, we'll take a look at the starting 5s. We'll get Travis's final thoughts, and we'll prepare for tip-off. It's Emery High School basketball, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
The Spartans play here.
Braxton Butler, number 32.
Will Jeffs, number 34.
Scott Johansson, 35.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Bring back in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel. Again, a little bit of an extended break due to the extended national anthem by Richfield. They did a wonderful job, and now we are just about set for tip-off here tonight. Travis, before we get into the starting lineups, I want to get your final thoughts on what Emery has to do to get out of here with a victory tonight on the road and make it 6 consecutive wins.
Yeah, anytime you're on the road in an environment like this, I think the goal is to keep this game as tight, as close as you can to get to that fourth quarter and put some pressure on that home team. So for Emery tonight, you got to come out. You can't turn the ball over. You got to knock down the perimeter shot. And when you catch the ball down low on those blocks, you have to finish in the paint.
I was talking with assistant coach Chris Justice about 10 minutes ago, and I said, what do you think, Coach? He says, we got to shorten the game, right? We got to give ourselves a chance in the fourth quarter. I said, make it an 8-minute game? He said, exactly. That's what we need to do. We need to make this an 8-minute game tonight. And if we do that, we have an opportunity to win.
Yeah, the way Richfield plays defense, they're going to limit possessions anyway, so the game's going to be shortened because of that.
They definitely like to control the basketball. There's no question. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, and we will begin with the home team, the Richfield Wildcats. Tonight we'll see number 1, Gage Yardley. He'll be joined by number 3, Griffin Wayman, who was a senior. He's been terrorizing the Spartans, it seems like, since he was a freshman, Griffin wearing number 3. Also getting the start tonight, we'll see number 21, Malik Fountain, number 22, Jorgen Southwick, and number 30, Hudson Spell. There are some ball players on this Richfield team, to say the least. Let's now take a look at the starting lineup for your Emery Spartans.
Porter Hertzman, number 21, point guard.
Jace Franson, number 11, shooting guard.
Braxton Butler, number 32, forward.
Scott Johansson, 35, power forward. Les Johansson, number 42, forward.
That's the starting 5 for the Spartans, who come out tonight wearing their road black uniforms. We have a little bit more of a road-heavy schedule, Travis, down the final stretch. You take care of business here tonight, you have a chance for a region championship. That's also what's at stake. Emery right now 2 games back of the Wildcats in the division standings. Makes this a must-win if you want a region crown.
Yeah, tonight's a must-win. Manti looming on Friday. Next week you got Canada, so 3 tough environments to go to. Get this one tonight, and then we'll see how Friday. But we got to, get this one first.
Emery has been shooting blazing from the three-point line. They have been outstanding over the last couple of outings. We talked to Porter Hertzman on Wednesday when he just blistered Juab. I mean, he was fantastic from beyond the arc, and we saw it again this past Friday night against Delta. So a couple of big wins for Emery on the road. We'll see if we can keep it going. Again, the Spartans tonight wearing the road black, their home white. On our perspective, radio dial, Emery's going to be moving left to right on the dial. Richfield right to left. Tip is going to be handled for Emery by Wes Johansson. They'll go toe-to-toe with Jorgen Southwick. Let's do it again for the second and final time this season. That's Emery. It's Richfield. The tip, and it is controlled by the Spartans in the backcourt. Porter Hertzman's going to bring it up. Porter top of the key, wants to go right side now to Franson. Jace fresh off a three-point performance night at home last week. Butler will try a triple. No good. Long off of the back iron. Rebound up high. Grabbed by Fountain.
And one thing about this gym and these rims, those rims are tight.
Always have been. That is for sure. Wildcat basketball. Southwick moves it in down low. Shot at the rim. Good. And so Richfield draws first blood. And that was almost too easy. 2-0 Wildcats, 7:25 to play here in the opening quarter. Johansson, hesitation, comes off the left wing. Drive, Scott Johansson for 2. Well, we're getting used to that, right? The high degree of difficulty for Johansson makes it look easy. We're not at 2-2, 7:10 to play in the first.
Floats down the lane, gets to the left-hand side, high off the glass, and straight back through.
Wildcat ball. And the Wildcats able to draw back again to make it 4-2. And just like that, 4 points for Gage Yardley.
Yardley's just getting inside the paint.
Franson drives. Jace gets it right back. So Emery so far able to match tit for tat on this Wildcat team with a couple of buckets inside the perimeter.
It's an early sign good for Jace to get a rhythm, because once he starts making that first one, and then he's going to hit 2, 3, 4 in a row.
Yardley red hot, passes off, right wing three. Southwick good. So the Wildcats have come out a perfect 3 of 3 inside their own gym, and they lead 7-4. Spartans want to drive. Johansson lost the ball, able to recover. Goes cross court, now a quick swing out of the right corner. It's Franson. Penetration, nothing there. Johansson out of the left corner, drives. Again, a tough shot, no good. West can't come down with a rebound. Loose ball corralled by the Wildcats, and that's Boughton. Pushes it up now to Yardley. In the paint, goes right at West. Foul and one. Make it a perfect 4 of 4 for the Wildcats, and now a chance for a three-point play. And so far, Emery has no answer for Gage Yardley, who has 6 of the Wildcat 9 points with less than 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a good call by the official. I thought West got him down low, clipped him, and then he's going up into the motion. Everything up high was clean, but it's down low where he gets clipped. 3-point play. They're on fire. It's 10-4.
10-4. Second 3-point play for the Wildcats in the first 2 minutes of this ball game. Right side, Franson holds. Jace trying to go into the high post. Johansson double teamed. Backs up. Gets into the right low block.
That's a good call.
And they call a foul. If that's on West, that's number 2, and it most certainly is on West.
I like the call, actually, Jordan. He got his elbow extended high, and then he did put it in the chest and to push off.
So Coach Justice is going to keep West out on the floor with 2 personal fouls. We don't even have 3 minutes gone by yet here in the opening quarter. Wildcat ball off the right side. It's Wayman. Wayman gives it back up to Southwick. Couple of dribbles. Emery right now in a 2-3 zone. Will Jeffs will check in at the next dead ball. Left side, Southwick for 3. Richfield is unconscious to start this game. It is now 13-4. My goodness. They can't miss. Franson with the ball off of the right side. High pick set by Herdsman. He now floats. He's off of the elbow, wants to go baseline, nothing there. Terrific on-ball defense by Wayman. 3 minutes gone by in the first, 13-4, Richfield with the lead. Johansson, 2 fouls, wants to pass out. Pass is tipped and picked off by Yardley. Yardley across midcourt, he's surveying. Goes right side. Head fake from Southwick, bounce pass to Wayman. Wayman goes high post. It's Boughton. Finds the cutter, Yardley. Dangerous play. Johansson maybe got away with a foul up top. We'll take it. Finally, a defensive stop. Emery trying to chip away. Johansson for 3. No good. In and out. Rebound. It's grabbed by Yardley. Butler fought for it. Knocked Yardley down to the ground, but it's Richfield basketball.
Those are the threes that you have to make in transition. You get
Agreed.
a stop.
Agreed. Wayman head fake. 15-footer off of the elbow. Good.
And that's why.
And we have a timeout taken by Coach Dave Justice. What a start for the Richfield Wildcats. They have missed just 1 shot from the field, and they have opened up a double-digit lead, 15-4, with 4:21 to play in the opening quarter when we return.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
The Spartans play here.
Champ Justice, number 1. Porter Herdsman, number 21.
Mo Stilson, number 25.
On 107.3 FM.
Out of the timeout, 4:17 to play here in the opening quarter. Emery right now trailing 15-4. Will Jeffs is checked in for Wes Johansson, who's on the bench with 2 quick fouls. Scott takes it off of the right wing, wants to go in. Blocking foul call. That'll go against Spell.
That's one thing Emery has to do is they've got to put some pressure on Richfield to guard. You want to put them in foul trouble so you can get to the free throw line and slow this game down.
First team foul for Richfield. Emery with 2 so far. 4:05 to play again here in the opening quarter. Franson with the ball off the left wing. Richfield can man you up and really take you out of a rhythm. They've done it so far to Emery. Porter wants to drive in. A trip foul called. I believe the guilty party will be Spell. That's exactly who they call it on. Second team foul for the Wildcats. So out of the timeout, Emery looks a little bit more composed offensively, trying to get into the automatics. Definitely needed the way this game has started. Wildcats will go to the bench. Slate Wrights has come into the game. Turnover for Emery. Jeffs was pickpocket, poked away from behind, and now the Wildcats are going to push in transition. Stop, pop, 3-ball, no good. Rare miss for Wayman. When he's got an open look, the ball touched on the baseline, out of bounds, back to Emery. It will go. We'll take it and run. Again, you don't see Griffin Wayman miss too many straightaway threes when he is open. So far in the game, though, it's been Gage Yardley that's been a thorn in the side of Emery. He's got 7 out of the 15 points. Wildcats 15, Emery 4. Herdsman goes to Johansson. Scott fakes right, goes left. Spin move, 15 feet away, finds Butler. Butler gives it off now to Franson. He's at the top of the key, moves it right side. Down to 16 on the shot clock. Scott trying to make something happen. Tough matchup with Yardley. Passes off left side. Now holding. It's Porter. Porter between the legs. Going up against Wrights. Passes out to Franson. Jace down low. Jeffs back to the basket. Back at his man down. Right wing finds the cutter. That's Braxton Butler. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. Maybe tried to float it up. Bounced all the way around the rim. And now in transition, the Wildcats get 2 points quickly the other way. And it is 17-4 Richfield. 2-point bucket by Fountain.
That's a quick 4-point swing. You think you're going to get the bucket on one end. You don't get back defensively. You give up a layup.
Franson goes around a pick set by Porter. 22 on the shot clock. Jace gets in 13 feet, finds Jeffs. Will with his back to the basket, tries to go to work on Fountain, gets to the rim, shot no good. Had a look at point-blank range, couldn't convert. We're down to 2.5 to play in what's been a dominating Richfield first quarter. Number 2 team in the state looks number 1 so far. Yardley, spin move, creates his own shot off the glass, no good. A rebound by Fountain. His putback is off the mark. More missed shots on one possession for Richfield than all game up to this point. Emery's going to try to push the other end. Butler to Johansson. Scott, need the triple. Can't get it. Just short. All around the rim. Ball was poked. Will Jeffs did a terrific job of earning an extra possession for Emery. And now Devin Rasmussen will check into the game. Braxton Butler will go to the bench. We'll see if Devin can spark this offense. Emery converted on its first 2 possessions of the game, haven't scored since. Brett Griffin will also get some run as Porter Herdsman will go to the bench.
Yeah, the attempts they're taking are difficult. That's Richfield's defense. They want you to take those difficult high-angle shots or those floaters in the lane or those long threes.
Looked as if Scott was going to have an easy bucket. Rasmussen on the pass had it poked away by Southwick. So now Emery will inbound yet again with 2:07 on the game clock, fresh 35. Wildcats go to the bench. Tanner Pollock comes into the game, and Southwick will go to the bench. Breck to inbound on the baseline. He's looking.
See if they get that lob action. They can't.
Nothing there. Has to give it up near midcourt to Rasmussen, who moves it left side to Franson. Jace has gotten 1 shot off so far. He converted inside 10 feet.
And the one thing you don't want to do is pick up the ball at the three-point line, 3 feet behind the three-point line. You just play into their hands.
It's good ball movement this time for Emery. Franson goes back to Johansson off of the right side. Scott splits 2 defenders. Shot up, no good. Draws the foul. And we'll try to get a couple of freebies at the line to break this dry spell. Scott's already got 2 points in the ball game. 13 foul for the Wildcats, and Coach Rand James will go to the bench. Jess Curtis is going to check in for the first time in this game. We'll also see Pace Mullen.
Yardley trying to swipe through, trying to get a steal. Can't. Foul on the way to the hole. Free throw up. The lid finally off the basket.
Emery shot the ball extremely well at the foul line on Friday night. And now Johansson with 3 points in the game. Try to make it 4 on one more opportunity. Try to weather this early Richfield storm. Scott's a perfect 2 of 2 at the stripe. He's got 4 points. 17-6 Richfield. $1:41 left here in the opening quarter. Emery extending that zone just a bit. Rasmussen is up off of the left wing. Couple of dribbles. Trying to move inside. It's Curtis. There's nothing there. Gives it off to Mullen. It's a deep Richfield team. They can easily go 11 deep on you. And now off of the left side, holding its Fountain. Fountain goes into the corner. Wrights finds a cutter down the middle of the lane. Nothing there. Kick out. Mullen, 3-ball, no good. Scott fights for the defensive board and comes down with it. Scott's now surveying, trying to run. Full head of steam. Spin move in the paint. Scott fading away. Really difficult shot. No good. Again, you can credit Richfield's defense inside 15 feet. We hit the minute mark even. A long distance 2-point shot, I should say, about 15 feet out. Knocked down by Jess Curtis, and it's 19-6 Richfield. They scored in a hurry.
Yeah, free throw line angle in, and Curtis rises up and splashes it home off the tough miss, like you said.
Franson will try a 3. Jace is long off of the back iron. Came off the screen from Will right at the perimeter line. And now the Wildcats looking to expand their advantage. In the paint, losing the ball. Wright's picked up by Jeffs. Emery's going to push. Numbers favor Richfield in transition. So the Spartans slow it up. There's a 2-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Scott gives it off to Jace. Jace, nothing there. Excellent on-ball defense once again by the Wildcats.
Every angle you try to take, they cut off.
Contested 3 from Scott, no good. Excellent closeout by Wrights, and the Wildcats can play for the final shot, and they will. That's typical Richfield basketball. We're down to 5 on the game clock. Left side, holding Wrights. Kick, right side, 3-point shot up and in, and that's the way the opening quarter comes to a close. Jess Curtis, the senior, makes Emery pay off of the right elbow, and Travis, it's 22-6 Richfield after 1.
Yeah, if you take a poor shot on one end, you're going to get beat on the other. That's what happens. They get the offense set. A deep 3 before the buzzer sounds. All Wildcats 22-6.
End of 1. We're back in 60 seconds on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Citrid, number 4.
Mason Trout, number 30.
Peyton Nelson, number 22.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second quarter just about to begin. All Richfield in this one. The Wildcats lead 22-6. Just an incredible pace by this Richfield squad. Southwick with the ball, gives it up to Wrights. Wants to go to Yardley in the paint, kick back out. Wrights penetrates, nothing there. Great close in by Emery. And now Yardley tries his luck. Kick out, 3-ball up, no good, just short. Rare miss for Richfield. Southwick this time off of the right elbow. And now Emery can try to chip away at this massive deficit. It was the second quarter that was a problem at Emery. First quarter, Emery trailed 17-15 in the first meeting. Breck with the ball out of the right corner, goes to West, playing with 2 personal fouls. West, spin move in the paint, hook shot up, no good. Excellent defense again by Fountain.
They're just pushing Emery off the spots and forcing them to take some weird angle shots.
7:10 to play in the first half. Wildcats working the ball around the wing. Emery sticks in the zone. A lot of open looks so far for Richfield in this zone. Ball movement's been crisp. Yardley, high post. Once again, Pollock, kick right side. Wildcats 13 on the shot clock. Yardley drives, finds a crease in the defense, drives and floats one up over Johansson for 2. And it is 24-6 Richfield. Foul called about 18 feet away from the bucket as Scott tried to get aggressive. Split 2 defenders. Foul against Richfield. Griffin Wayman will check back in for the Wildcats. And Tanner Pollock will go to the bench.
Somehow Emery's got to go on a run here. Right now they are giving Richfield everything they want inside the paint. Those mid-range jump shots, you've got to figure out a way to go on a 10, 12-0 run and limit the damage.
Griffin Nothing there. Goes back to Rasmussen. Now to Porter. Really, Richfield not giving up anything defensively. Emery wants to go now high post. It's Johansson. West goes to work. Spin move. Gets a clean look at the basket. Can't convert. Gets his own rebound. The putback. Missed again. Very out of character. But that's I'm going to say, what makes you rush, right? The Richfield defense, just how good they really are in getting to the basket. Double dribble called on the Wildcats on the other end. But really out of character for West to miss 2 looks inside 5 feet.
Well, defensively, they speed you up, and that's exactly what happened. He got sped up, didn't take his time, and he thinks he has to go quick off the glass because it's going to get blocked. It's not. And then he just point-blank missed.
Nearly 2 minutes gone by in the second. 24-6 Richfield. Scott, shot, good. Scott's got 6 points now in the ball game.
Yeah, Yardley, he just slithered right past him and got on the block and floated it up.
24-8, Emery down by 16. Wayman, left side, holding, rights. Works it into the corner. Cross-court pass back to Wayman. Wayman guarded by Porter. Emery sticks in the zone. Now into the high post, it's Yardley. Fading away, good from 15. Yardley's got 11 in the ball game, and it's 26-8. Wildcats up that lead. All the way back to 18.
A couple times now, mid-range.
Scott, low block, finds West. Able to corral. Shot at the rim is off the mark. Gets his own rebound. The putback is good. So West scratches for the first time in the game, 26-10.
It's not like Richfield has a bunch of size out there. You can go over the top on this team, and right there you get your own offensive rebound, and you go glass. You've got to take advantage of the size out there and just try to get that ball in the block.
Turnover. Rasmussen pokes it away. Porter picks it up, gives it to Scott, coming in off of the left wing. Yardley fills the lane perfectly. Rasmussen now to Herdsman, swings it to Breck. Breck, 25 on the shot clock, wisely kills the dribble and gives it back to Scott. Between his legs, guarded by Wayman, tries to take him off of the dribble, and a foul called against Griffin. Griffin, Wayman's first personal foul, second team foul for Richfield here in the quarter, 4:51 to play. So Franson will come in for Breck Griffin. Braxton Butler will check in for Devin Rasmussen. Some scores from around the state. Juab right now trailing to North Sanpete at the end of the first quarter, 13-8. Delta holds a 12-9 lead over Carbon. And Canyon View up 19-12 over Manti. So there's some region scores. We'll keep you updated throughout the evening. West, back it up, shot of the paint, good. Attempted flop, ref's not biting. West has back-to-back buckets, 4 for the game, and it's 26-12.
It's a great acting job. You're not going to get that call.
Nope. Worth the try, knowing that West has 2 personals already. Changed the complexion, I think, offensively for Emery early on in the game. Right side holding its rights. Rights gives it up. Left side, Southwick drive. Shot off of the back of the iron. No good. Rebound to West. Gives it to Scott. Outlet up now to Franson. Right corner. Jace. Couple of dribbles. Now gives it back to Franson, to Scott, who finds West. West drive. Shot at the rim. Good. Back-to-back buckets for West. He's finding his rhythm. And Emery's got that Richfield lead down to 12. It was 18 just a moment ago as we hit the 4-minute mark in the second quarter.
Yeah, Fountain can't defend him. Continue to attack the glass.
Yardley hands it off. 3 ball. Southwick in and out. No good. Rebound by Braxton. Excellent seal off by West. Playing chippy. Emery trying to get back into this one on a miniature run here in the second quarter. West with the ball 15 feet away. He's going to try to back down Fountain. Nope. Kicks it out to Scott. Scott thought about the 3 straight away. Excellent closeout by the Wildcats. Lob in. It's a great pass by Herdsman. Boy, he goes over the top of 2 defenders. Finds West in the paint. Foul called against Richfield. 3rd team foul with 3:33 here in the second. And now Hudson Spell will check back into the game, and Malik Fountain will go to the bench.
Yeah, crushing him one-on-one, so Southwick has to come be the second defender, and as he comes across, body bump foul, 3rd team foul. Now he can be aggressive again. And you have to. Get to the free throw line, knock some free throws down. This one right here, you got to go back to the block, get the ball in, and then go right back to it.
Fresh 35 for Emery. Scott wanted to lob into West, and a foul called. Excellent call by the official as Spell got a little too physical with West. Richfield doing everything they can to deny entry to West, and you've seen why. West has scored on the last 3 possessions for Emery. 4 team fouls for Richfield. That's the 3rd on Hudson Spell. He checked in for all of about 2 seconds before picking up that 3rd personal.
And they are really small now, Richfield is.
Down low, Scott, no good. Miss rebound to Southwick. Could have been a big bucket.
It's too far out.
Wildcat ball, slow it up. Left side, it's Yardley. Drives, splits two defenders. Shot no good. West cannot really contest that with two personals. And Yardley's able to convert. Richfield's doubled up Emery again, 28-14.
Got to clear the first rebound.
Porter had a great move, but Griffin Wayman on the recovery swats the ball away. And now the Wildcats will push the other end. Miniature run for Richfield in transition. Shot no good, but a foul called against West. And that will be foul number 3 against West Johansson. No. Fortunately, they called it on Porter. Well, that's a good thing for Emery.
Got Porter on the reach before he reached the level of West.
Thank goodness. First shot up, no good. A miss for the Wildcats at the stripe for Slate Wrights. Wrights has one more shot coming. The shot is up, and it is good. So 29-14. Porter brings it up for Emery. Goes to Franson off of the right side. Franson on the wing. Now to Scott. Will try a distance three. Spins in and out. Scott's getting good looks. It just won't drop. That one was halfway down and it rims out. 2:39 left here in the first half. 29-14. Wayman, 15-footer. No good. Rebound to Braxton Butler. Beebe gives it up now to Scott. Tried to feed it to Franson. A little too hot to handle. Leads him too much. Pass goes out of bounds back to Richfield. And Will Jeffs will come into the ball game.
Yeah, those unforced errors that you have when you're trying to creep back into this game really hurt because that's just an offensive set where you're not getting anything on the basket.
2:28 left in the first half, 29-14. Richfield with a lead. Gage Yardley has been the man for the Wildcats. He's got 13. Other top performers for Richfield so far, Southwick has 6. But it has been the Gage Yardley show. He's got the ball right now. 15 feet away, kick out, right side three, no good. Another miss for the Wildcats. They've cooled a bit here in the second quarter. They scored 22 in the first. They've scored just 7 here in the second. Emery trailed by as many as 18, right now down 15. They'll work the ball around the perimeter. Franson lost his footing. Able to keep control of the ball. Grimaces a little bit as he gets up. Now to 15 on the shot clock. Porter drives. Porter traveled. Coach Justice is saying, hey, he got pushed. Didn't you see the extended forearm? Ref say, nope. Drags the pivot foot. His travel ball goes back the other way.
Hard for where I'm sitting to see if that hand was up extended or not. Did see the feet slide across. And anytime you come to that stop, then you slide just a little bit, you're going to get caught.
Right now, Emery's going to roll with Rasmussen and Franson up top. Scott Johansson and Braxton Butler down low with Will Jeffs in the middle. Yardley picks it up 15 feet away, shoved from behind, no foul. Refs say play on. Wildcats have been called for 4 fouls in this quarter. Emery just 1. Wayman gives it to Yardley. Yardley into the paint, kick left side, head fake, three-point shot on the way. Wrights, it's off of the mark, and Beebe with another board. Does all the dirty work. And now Johansson, top of the key, drive, shot at the rim. No good, but a blocking foul called, and 2 shots coming for Scott Johansson.
Be the aggressor. Make the officials make a play. Make the defense make a play. Officials see that he slides over, out of position. You get to the free throw line. You've been the more aggressor in the quarter. That's why the foul differential is at 5-1.
Scott will step up to the stripe. Perfect 2 of 2 so far tonight. First shot is up. Make it 3 of 3. He's got 7. Emery can get this down to about 10 points at the end of the first half. I think you got to feel good about it if you're Coach Justice. After that slow start, Emery has managed to outscore Richfield in this quarter up to this point. Second shot for Scott, gets the bounce. So he is a perfect 4 of 4 at the line in this game, and he's up to 8 points. Final 68 seconds.
Can't allow a 6-0 run in this half for the Wildcats.
Southwick shot no good. Butler with another rebound. Wants to bring it up left side. Slows it up wisely. Gets about 20 feet away from the basket. Goes to Rasmussen. Over the top of the defense. Very dangerous pass. Ball is out of bounds off of Will Jeffs. Boy, that is such a difficult ask to put that ball up over the top of both Wayman and Wrights. And it costs Emery a possession.
Yeah, you can't make that pass that far out on that angle. It's never going to reach the destination. It's just not.
There's about a 16-second differential between the shot and game clock, so Emery will get another possession. Left side, Curtis, who knocked down a three at the end of the opening buzzer, shoots another. This one hit the top of the backboard, no good. Shot clock turned off as Rasmussen grabs the defensive board. 28 seconds and counting. Rasmussen off of the left side, now to Butler. Butler around a Rasmussen screen, gets to the top of the key, guarded by Wayman. Now to Scott, beautiful spin move. Gets in the paint, threads the needle with a pass to Will Jeffs. He's blocked at the rim by Fountain. And now the Wildcats, with 12 seconds, will hold for the final shot.
Really great defense to float over and get that block.
Down to 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4, 3, shot, blocked by Will Jeffs. They call a foul. And that was clean.
That's a miss by the officials.
Yeah.
That's clean up top. You get the stop you need right before the half. Instead, they get a chance to extend the lead with 2.1 on the game clock.
Southwick will go to the line. We know that Will can jump out of a building. He did. He got a piece of the ball cleanly. Turns into a free point for Richfield. One more shot coming for Southwick. That one hurts. You can't ask for anything more if you're Coach Justice. Defensively, that was a great contest.
No, that was. You timed it perfectly.
Second shot good. 2 seconds left. Franson will get a shot off of the buzzer. No good. And that will do it. A quick 2 quarters here at Richfield High School. The Wildcats hold a 31-16 lead over Emery.
Yeah, for Emery, slow quarter in the first. You try to creep back in the second. Still some work to do, but you saw the improvements in that quarter from the first quarter.
Coming up, halftime report brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. I apologize. Halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cali at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give him a call today, 637-2222. You'll get a free consultation on a smile that'll last a lifetime. Before we go, I'll give you some first-half scores throughout the region. North St. Pete has opened up a 25-15 lead over Juab. Right now, the Delta Rabbits up 33-26 over Carbon, and Canyon View now 32-21 over Manti. There's your first-half scores. More coming up when we return right here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Also on the YouTube channel, that's Castle Country Radio Emery. More when we return, 31-16, Richfield with a lead.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
The Spartans play here.
Champ Justice, number 1. Porter Herdsman, number 21.
Mo Stilson, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We welcome back in the viewing audience on YouTube as well. Halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Kelly at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give Donnie, Dina, Dr. Kelly a call today, 637-2222. They'll give you a free consultation on a set of braces. That's a smile that'll last a lifetime. Travis, first quarter was the difference in this first half. Richfield goes on a 22-6 run. Emory actually outscores Richfield 10-9 in the second quarter, but that's just not going to be enough faced with such a heavy deficit against a great defensive team.
It seems like when Emory has just one bad quarter, it spitballs into a big lead for the opposing, and that's been the story in their losses is one bad quarter has really cost them, and then they're just trying to play catch-up for the rest of the game, and right now they're playing catch-up down 31-16.
We don't have a ton of statistics to get to. Again, Emory held to just 16 points over the first 16 minutes. One of the positives, well, two of the positives. It's Scott and Wes Johansson. They kind of propelled Emory in that last win on Friday. They got off to a hot start. They're good again tonight. Scott Johansson with 8 points. Wes Johansson limited in that first quarter due to 2 quick fouls, but he played heads-up basketball in the second quarter. He had back-to-back-to-back possessions where he managed to scratch for Emory. He's got 6 points, and so Scott with 8, West with 6.
Yeah, Richfield does play. They play really good defense, but they don't have the size down low to match those two. And you can see once they got a little bit of a rhythm, Emory did, getting the ball down on those blocks or inside the paint, they were scoring. So you got to figure out ways to score more in the paint, which will open up around the perimeter. But they're so quick getting back out of the paint around the perimeter. You're just going to have to go one-on-one, and you just can't stop your dribble inside the paint and then fire back out to the three-point line. That plays into their hands. You got to be aggressive and draw fouls.
A testament to the aggression for Emory. Scott Johansson has 4 out of his 8 points from the foul line, where he is a perfect 4 of 4. The other 2 points went to Jace Franson, scored on the second possession of the ball game. Richfield has made it very difficult for Jace to get a 3-point shot off. He hasn't had anything on the perimeter. It just seems like Richfield, they make you work for literally everything on the offensive end of the floor, and Jace is seeing that right now. It's been difficult for him.
Yeah, they didn't let Jace do anything in that game at the Spartan Center. They're going to make sure that he doesn't get going from the three-point line. Had that floater, that was it.
Score right now, 31-16, Richfield with the lead. We still have 16 minutes to go as the second half's about 3 minutes away. We're going to send it back to the studio. It's the halftime report brought to you by Castle Valley Orthodontics, and it's here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
The Spartans play here.
Braxton Butler, number 32. Will Jeffs, number 34. Scott Johansson, 35.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
First half. We're about a minute away from the third quarter. Richfield up right now, 31-16. These high school basketball games, they go in a hurry, especially when you play a team that limits the possessions like Richfield. That's what makes it so difficult to come back. Before the shot clock, you go back to a deficit in this building, you might as well forget it, because the Wildcats could take so much air out of the basketball, and they are so well disciplined on both ends of the floor, it seemed like it was impossible to work your way out of a deficit back in the day. Shot clock has helped that a little bit, but let's see if Emery can fight their way out of this hole and at least make it a game in the fourth quarter, down 15. I think if you outscore Richfield by 6 in this quarter, you give yourself a fighting chance over the final 8 minutes.
First 4 minutes important in this quarter. Emery's got to go on a run. They've got to get this lead down to 8, 10 points, at least 8 going into the fourth. But the first 4 minutes, you can't allow them to push that lead to 20.
They've led by as many as 18. Emery just slightly outpacing Richfield in that second quarter. Again, only 3 players have scored for the Spartans so far in this game.
And that's a problem.
Yep. It's the first of 2 games for us this week. The second, we're going to be on the road again. We'll travel to Manti on Friday. And then next week's a fun one. Emery and Carbon. You know, you talk to a lot of the older crowd in Emery County, they'll tell you, hey, Richfield's a rivalry.
Yeah, they don't like Richfield.
So a couple of rivalry games in a couple of weeks. You got to love that. Emery will come out with the starting 5. Porter Herdsman, Braxton Butler, Jace Franson, Scott and Wes Johansson. Emery's going to be moving right to left now on the radio dial. Richfield starting 5 is Yardley, Wayman, Fountain, Southwick, and Spell. West with the ball from 15, gives it to Franson. Franson, face guarded by Spell, has to give it off. Back to Jace. He's got his dribble, goes to it, left side, and now Beebe. Physical play. West hits the deck. No whistle. Franson drives. He's swatted at the rim by Yardley, and the ball goes out of bounds. 14 on the shot clock. It'll stick with Emery.
Yeah, Jace did everything
Right.
good
Yeah.
on that one. Besides, look at the basket. He's trying to flip it over his head, but he's not really focused on the basket. That's why it gets swatted, but everything else was great.
14 on the shot clock. Butler with a lob, and he nearly throws it away. Porter heads up, able to save it. We're down to 10 on the shot clock. Butler finds Scott for 3. No good. West fights for the offensive board. He's got his hands on it. Tipped it right into the hands of Wayman.
Dangerous going after that with the foul problems. Thought for sure we were going to get a whistle because he came over the top, but they say play on.
I don't know that West can sit any more of this game. He could pick up 4 fouls in the third. I think you got to stick with him. Shot no good. Yardley with a miss. Scott's able to run down the rebound. Fountain tries to chase it down, but Scott, excellent ball handler, gets it up now to Beebe. Head fake, drives baseline. Beebe shot at the rim. No good. Foul called. Charge. Yardley sets up shop just outside of the paint, and Braxton's called for it.
Yeah, Yardley does a good job getting position and just stayed there. And Butler takes it up strong, aggressive, but the defensive positioning was already there. Offensive foul. Good call.
Wildcat ball now 15 feet away, trying to take it inside. It's Spell. Wayman will try a 3. That one is long. Not a great shooting performance tonight by Griffin Wayman yet. Plenty of time, and Scott tries to lead it up to West. Had him open momentarily, overshoots him. Right idea. Again, as you have alluded to multiple times during this broadcast, The Richfield defense forces those turnovers by speeding you up.
You think you have a lane or you think you have that easy dump-off pass, and because you're so worried about it, you're sped up, and it goes out of bounds.
Both teams looking for their first bucket. Shot from 15, high arcing bank by Fountain drops, and it's 33-16. Richfield's lead back to 17.
Shot that so ugly and poorly, he got lucky and banked it in.
West, big fella, great footwork, can't finish at the rim. He brought Spell, who also has 3 fouls off his feet, now running on the opposite end. Terrific play that time by Southwick. He really trapped that ball but lost it on his way up. So the transition bucket for Richfield not there. Emery trailing by 17. Scott for 3, knocks down the triple. That's Emery's first three-point shot, or first three-point make, I should say, of this game. And Scott now has 11 points, 33-19. Emery's got it down to 14 points.
Scott 1 of 4 now from the three-point line.
Spell finds a man on the baseline. Shot of the rim is off the mark. Tussle for the ball. Excellent offensive board by Fountain. Put back up and in.
And those are killer possessions because you get the stop, but you just can't cradle the offensive board. And Emery has been crushed on offensive rebounding all year.
Spell with a bucket. Scott puts up a quick 3. Foul on the ground against Richfield. 5:19 to play in the third. It's 35-19. Emery down by 16 points.
It's just one area where teams are taking advantage, and with the size out there for Emery, it shouldn't happen, but teams are getting so many offensive chances.
Hudson Spell picks up his 4th personal foul, so he'll head to the bench. Tanner Pollock will come in. Pollock, a senior, stretch 4. 5:16 to play here in the third quarter. West wants to go right at Pollock, gets to the rim, shot is no good, and then he is called for the foul, trying to fight for the offensive board.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated tonight. That's Stu, back-to-back plays where he's got great deep positioning, and he comes up short.
5:10 to play in the third. It's 35-19.
And then you pick up a foul in the process.
That's his 3rd personal. He will stay in the game. Like I said, I don't think
he can't come out.
Coach Justice can afford to have him on the bench. Nearing the midway point here in the third quarter. Southwick. Bounce pass, wanted to go into the corner to Fountain. And Johansson, that's Scott, coming up with a steal.
Yeah, Richfield hasn't been clean today.
First quarter was clean. Since then, no,
but
not really.
Once you get that big lead, it's almost like they're just kind of just going through the motions.
Braxton tried to take the ball to the basket. A reach-in foul was called against Southwick, so Emery's going to keep possession. Fresh 35, 4:42 to play here in the quarter. Working around the wing. Herdsman. Space guarded by Wayman. Goes into the high post, 15 feet away. West with the ball, puts it on the ground. Spin move, in the paint, tough shot. Fights through the contact, shot no good, but a foul called against Pollock. And so West will go to the line, and an opportunity for him to get a couple of points at the stripe here in the second half. Emery is yet to miss a foul shot, knock on wood, 4 of 4 so far. Shooting the foul shot much better than early on in the first half as West knocks down the first. That was a big struggle, Travis, in the early going of this season.
That's starting to get better and at the right time.
To the bench goes Southwick. Slate Wrights will check into the game. Second shot for West is in. Rattled out, back in. So he's got 8 now in the ball game. Emery 6 of 6 at the line, 35-21. Get a couple of more stops and a couple of more buckets and see how Richfield handles that. They've been in control of this one nearly throughout. Wayman thought about the left wing 3. Jace, terrific closeout. Wrights back with the ball. Just to get inside the paint. Turnover. Scott wants to run. Numbers favor Richfield. Now to France in the trailer. Jace takes it. Nothing there. Baseline. Cross court. Herdsman swings it. Left wing. Beebe drives. Nothing's there. Gives it now to Scott, who goes back out to Porter. Big possession for Emery. 13 feet away. Now backing down. West. West wants to kick out. Ball's tipped. Turnover Emery.
Too much passing. Somebody's got to shoot the ball. You're playing right into their hands if you're going to pass the ball that many times.
Yardley picks up the loose ball, and now the Wildcats will work around the wing. Fountain gives it up to Yardley. Yardley goes left side. It's Wayman. 20 on the shot clock. 3:27 on the game clock. A bounce pass now to Yardley, who is really cooled. And right as I say that, he puts up a shot, an air ball, about 6 feet away from the basket. Scott with another board. Gives it up to Porter, who walks it up left side. Porter gives it back to Johansson. Scott, spin move, gets in the paint. Fade away. Yes! Scott's got 5 in the quarter, and we have a timeout taken by Richfield. Emery fighting back. They trailed by 18. They've got this laid down to 12. It's a 30-second timeout actually taken by Emery, not Richfield, so we're going to keep it here. But how about 13 points from Scott Johansson? 13 out of the 23 for Emery with 3:06 to play in the quarter.
Yeah, you got a couple defensive stops. You got active hands around the rim. You're coming up with some steals, and you finally get something to fall inside the paint. Down 12 coming out of this timeout. Get a stop here. You get a 3 or a 2. It's down to 10. You just got to string together multiple stops.
The bulk of the Richfield offense in that first quarter came from Gage Yardley. He has cooled considerably since. He had 11 points in the first quarter. He's got 13 now for the game. Out of the 30-second break, 3:06 to play in the third. Emery trails Richfield 35-23. Emery will come out with Brett Griffin, Devin Rasmussen, Jace Franson, Scott, and Wes Johansson. Wildcats will counter with Wayman and Yardley in the backcourt. Slate Wrights is back into the game. He's joined by Malik Fountain and also Tanner Pollock, who is playing for Hudson Spell, who has 4 fouls. Wildcat ball, 15, kick, left side. Yardley drives. Really contested foul called, and I'm assuming this one will go against Breck.
It's on the perimeter on the drive-by. Can't be free.
You are incorrect. They're going to say a shooting foul against the freshman. I don't know about that at all. Yardley will go to the line, and his first foul shot's good. This Richfield team is so fundamentally sound. They're also a terrific free throw shooting team, one of the best in this region, one of the best in the classification, which is also par for the course for Coach Janes. Yardley knocks down the pair to make it 37-23. He's got 15 now in the game. Breck brings it up. Off on the elbow. Breck wants to go to Franson. Jace goes to West. West is in the paint. West, power move, takes it in for 2.
He can do that every time down the floor.
Right now, I say go to him as long as Pollock is in the game and not Spell. There's a significant advantage physically for Emery in the low post. 2:18 to play in the quarter, 37-25, Richfield by 12. Wildcats work around the wing. Fountain, kick out. Wright's thought about the 3. I think he got away with the travel. Now dribbles inside the paint. Kick out, tough shot, floater, up and in. And that's Malik Fountain for 2. 39-25. Emery down by 14. Scott, cross court, goes to Franson. And Jace, they say, stepped out of bounds. Tough for us to see. Student body standing up. Tough for you to see at home as well. We'll have to take the official's word for it. Turnover for Emery. West is going to get a much-needed breather. He is working so hard in the paint. And a breather for Jace Franson as well. So Emery's new 5 out of the floor. Devin Rasmussen, Porter Herdsman, Scott Johansson, Will Jeffs, and Brett Griffin. Breck's going to slide down in the zone. He'll work on the outsides down low with Scott. Yardley passes out of the high post. Wayman, right corner 3. He is way off tonight. We're down to the final 95 ticks in the third quarter. Surveying the floor, it's Johansson. Scott gives it off now to Porter. We're down to 90 seconds. Left side, Porter with the basketball. Porter puts it on the ground, kick out. Rasmussen thought about the 3. Devin can line it up from beyond the arc. We've seen it. Porter lost the ball. Strip steal by Yardley. And now Yardley will survey. Emery's transition defense is on point. They have numbers. They slow up the Wildcats. Left side, Wrights with the basketball. Wrights is going to hand it back off. Southwick tries to go over the top of the defense. Difficult pass when you got Will Jeffs in the paint. Will climbs the ladder, pokes the ball out of bounds. 20 on the shot clock, and the Wildcats will keep possession with $1:03 left in the third. 3-point shot. Wayman, no good again. Will Jeffs with a defensive rebound and gives it up now to Breck. Breck runs it, finds Porter. Porter off the left wing.
And somebody's got to be willing to shoot. Too many times they're just passing the ball, and nobody wants to shoot right now.
Need a couple of buckets to close out this quarter. Porter with the ball. He stands off of the left wing, goes to Rasmussen, gets it to Scott. Scott's got a team-high 13 drives, and He goes right into the contact. Excellent play by Scott Johansson. He'll draw the foul on Southwick.
Yeah, if you're going to be aggressive like Emery has, you're going to get that call. We've seen that in the second quarter.
See if Scott can make him pay now with the stripe. 0.6 differential between the shot and game clock.
Hey, bump knee, so the official's giving him some time right here. You can see him trying to stretch that, rubbing that knee out.
Oh, there was some heavy contact.
That's bang, bang, right off, knee on knee. Never feels good.
Scott takes a couple of dribbles. First shot is up, and it is in. Not quite sure where this offense would be tonight without Scott Johansson. He's got 14 of the 26 Emery points. Bo Stilson checks in for Devin Rasmussen for the final 35 seconds. Second shot for Scott is up. That one is halfway down. It rims out. Wildcat ball, they can play for the final shot. Yardley's going to walk it up. And we have a timeout taken by Coach James. Just a 30-second break, so let's keep it here. 26.2 left in the third, 39-26. Coach James sees this as a vital possession, Travis. And really, you got to give Emery a lot of credit. They were down 22-6 at the end of the first quarter. They have fought back in this game.
They have. They've stringed together a couple mini runs. Richfield struggling, but the hole's 13. If you can keep this at 13 right now, maybe you get a steal here. You get this thing down to 11, 10 going into the fourth. You're feeling really good. But for Emery, it's just about just continuing to be aggressive and driving that ball to the hole.
Out of the timeout, Coach Justice is going to roll with the same five. So that's Will Jeffs, Brett Griffin. Got Bo Stilson out on the floor with Herdsman and Scott Johansson. That's the five that Coach Justice is going to roll with. Emery needs a defensive stop here. And if they can get one, it would be the second consecutive quarter that they have won. Problem is trying to fly it out of a 16-point deficit at the end of one. With the ball, Yardley's face guarded by Breck. Love the matchup. Breck sticks with him. We're down to 15 seconds. He's a gamer. This freshman guarding Yardley. Good 25 feet away from the basket. Yardley wants to drive. Breck sticks with him. And a bailout foul called against Breck. What more can you possibly ask of a defender? I mean, my goodness. There's no contact up high. What more could you ask?
It's good defense.
It's great defense. First shot for Yardley is good. Jace Franson will come into the game. Bo Stilson will go to the bench. A.J. Thomas is actually going to get some run, too, here in the final 6 seconds. A.J. will check in for Will. 6.3 left in the quarter. One more shot coming for Gage Yardley. Second shot, good. He's automatic at the line, and it's 41-26, 6 seconds left. Porter with the ball, 4 seconds. Gives it to Franson, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Scott, heave at the buzzer, no good. And that will take us to the end of 3. Well, Emery's fighting back, but not a lot of ground made up. In fact, that's an even quarter. 41-26 as we go to the fourth. Richfield with a lead here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Welcome to JN Auto, where your dream car awaits. With over 100 vehicles in stock, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between, we've got the perfect ride just for you. And our full service department ensures your vehicle stays in top shape long after you drive off the lot. Can't find your ideal car? No worries, we'll hunt it down for you. Discover the JN Auto difference today.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750.
Richfield will get the first possession here in the fourth quarter, and they lead Emery 41-26. Three-point shot, Wayman, no good. Still cold from beyond the three-point line, but a rebound by Fountain. Had to fight for it. Nice offensive board. The Wildcats can reset. Yardley with a bounce pass goes to the corner. That three ball is good. So while Wayman has been off, nobody else really has for Richfield. Another triple. That one comes from Slate Wrights, and it's 44-26. That matches Richfield's largest lead of the game, 18. Franson with the ball. He holds top of the key. Goes right side to West Johansson. Now to Porter. Excellent defense by Richfield. They are so slick. They are so fundamentally sound. West with the ball. Spin move. Just outside the paint. Goes up through the teeth of the defense. Good for two. West now with 6 points in the second half. 12 for the game.
Like that aggressive move. You spin and you get the kiss off the glass. The other end, they went for the steal, and it left the corner open for three. So if you gamble on those steals going out to the perimeter, you got to rotate.
Going into the high post, Fountain now down low. It's Southwick. Tough shot, no good. Scott fights for the board, comes down with it. And a foul called against Southwick. So the first team for Richfield here in the fourth quarter comes at 6:37 to play.
And for Emery, they're going to have to start taking some threes and trying to knock him down to bite into that lead with 6:37 left here in the fourth.
Emery needs a bucket on nearly every possession if they want to make this a game late. We're down to 6:27. Franson drives, goes right corner. Emery's going to move the ball around the perimeter once again. Scott backing down. He's about 10 feet away. Kick out to Jace for three. Air ball. Had to rush that one, and the ball will go to Richfield out of bounds.
That's a tired attempt. No legs, flat, air ball.
Well, they've made Jace work for every inch of the floor throughout this game. Hudson Spell will come in for Richfield at the next dead ball. He's one foul away from being eliminated from the game. He's been stuck in foul trouble pretty much all game long. Yardley off the right wing. Pickpocket steal by Porter Herdsman. Emery still going. Trying to get back into this one. West stops the ball, now goes 12 feet away from the basket, kills his dribble, gives it to Scott. He'll try a triple. That one's long off the back iron. Rebound 13 feet away from the hoop by Fountain.
Thought West should have just spun off and tried the attempt in the paint. Instead, he kicks back out for a three. It's contested, it's long off the hill.
Wayman gets that ball over to the left side, holding it Southwick. Wildcats will take their time. What a well-oiled machine. Into the left corner, it's Yardley. Guarded by Scott. Scott knocks the ball away. Out of bounds it goes. Scott says that was last touched by Yardley. The official says no, it was not. It'll stick with the Wildcats. 10 on the shot clock, 5:15 on the game clock. So Hudson Spell into the game, and Malik Fountain will go to the bench. Wildcats have worked 9-man deep in this game. Wayman goes left wing. It's Southwick. Southwick. Long distance two, no good. Spell with a rebound, foul and one. Goes over the top of Butler, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. And if he can convert, it'll give Richfield its largest lead of the game, which has been relatively close outside of that first quarter.
And not
the
a
difference
lot of,
in this game.
Yeah, that's the difference. But there's not a lot of contact on that play.
You don't think?
No.
And one, good. These guys don't miss foul shots.
There's a lot of things that they don't miss on.
Yeah, they're good. Fun high school team to watch play. Franson with the ball. Johansson with the ball. Scott gets inside. Nothing there. Shot at the rim was off the mark. Under 5 to play now in the game. 47-28. Richfield up by 19. We'll go three wide. Working 15 feet away. It's Spell. Now he's going to float up underneath the basket. Love the matchup between Spell and West. Pass to Yardley was tipped, and then West was able to tip it to Scott. Scott's going to bring it up. Goes to Butler. Gets it into the corner. It's Porter with the basketball. Porter wants to dribble out. Nothing there. We're down to 4:25 to play in the fourth. Richfield 47, Emery 28. Butler from 15 feet away. Drives inside. There's nothing there. Has to kick it back out to Johansson. Scott drives. A ton of contact. Thought maybe an and one. Instead, they call a charge against Scott. And so the ball will go the opposite way. 4:14 left in this one, 47-28, first personal against Scott Johansson. Still in this game, Emery's had 3 players score. Franson has 2. Scott and Wes Johansson have the rest of the points.
Just can't win games on the road like that.
No. Not a lot of balance at all to this offense, and Scott's going to go to the bench. Rasmussen and Will Jeffs down low. You can move West to the 4 spot. He's now on the outside out of this extended 3-2 zone. Under 4 to play now in the game. Wildcat basketball. Bounce down low. Spell goes up. Shot no good. Excellent defense by Rasmussen. And then Will made Spell really fight for the basketball. Lost it out of bounds. It'll go back to Emery.
Yeah, one thing Richfield's done tonight, they've made Porter a non-factor.
And Jace, they ran them off the three-point line.
They've just taken those 2 guards, and they've just made them non-factors.
Yep, they have made it very, very difficult. Running them off of the perimeter line, not giving them anything to look at offensively. And a turnover for Emery. Porter trying to drive the ball to the basket. He gets called for a charge. Scores gone final. Canyon View tops Manti tonight, 59-41. So the battle will remain intact at the top of the Region 12 standings between Richfield and Canyon View. .327 left in this one. Spell passed on the open 15-footer. Goes to Wayman off the right side. Wayman has just 2 points in this game. Wildcats down low. Easy 2-point bucket by Fountain, who goes up and under. 49-28 Richfield. Emery with just 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Jace drives. Jace is swatted. Ball goes out of bounds. And we have an injury down on the ground.
First quarter was sluggish. It wasn't clean. It was bad. The fourth quarter, it looks like the first quarter.
Fountain definitely rolled an ankle. And so Coach James will come out to take a look at Fountain, and we have subs coming in here for the Wildcats. Hopefully he can walk that off. What a ball player. They are loaded with athletes on this team, and here comes some changes checking in. Pace Mullen. Jess Curtis will come into the game as well. Slate writes. Hudson Spell's got to get some run. Big fella did not get a lot in the first half due to foul trouble. He'll stick out there on the floor, as will Jorgen Southwick. 3:03 to play in the ball game. Scott gets it into Jace. Franson, baseline runner, no good. Rebound grab by Southwick. Under 3 to play now in the game. Well, the Wildcats can do it methodically, but that was not what happened tonight. They started with a bang. And they made it very, very difficult on Emery on the offensive end of the floor. 15-footer on the way. Good, tough shot by Southwick. And it's 51-28. Southwick now in double figures with 10. Scott tries a triple, and he knocks it down. Gets 3 right back. His second triple of the second half. And Scott continues to impress. He's got 17 of the 31 Emery points.
For Emery, you got to flush this one. Get ready to play Friday.
15-footer on the way. No good. Southwick with a miss. Rebound to Will Jeffs. Emery's going to push. Rasmussen did not attack. Gives the ball back off to Herdsman. Porter gives it to Scott. Comes in left side. Splits 2 defenders. Johansson's got 2 more. 19 now in the ball game. He's got 11 here in the second half. And a timeout is taken. 2:04 left in this one. It is a formality at this stage in the game, but it is a full timeout. We'll take a 60 as well. 51-33, Richfield by 18 when we return.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
The Spartans play here.
Porter Citrid, number 4.
Mason Trout, number 30.
Peyton Nelson, number 22.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL. The Spartans play here.
Champ Justice, number 1. Porter Herdsman, number 21.
Bo Stilson, number 25.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Final 2 minutes to play in regulation. Richfield up 51-33 over Emery. Drive to the bucket, shot by Hudson Spell is good at point-blank range. Richfield's lead back up to 20. Herdsman trying to go coast to coast, gives it back to Scott. Johansson's 3, no good. A little contact, didn't get the whistle. Rebound a Spell.
The lessons you've got to take on the road if you're Emery moving forward, you have to start fast. You can't start slow.
Agreed. You're going to hit a lull at some point in time. It cannot be right out of the gate, especially against a team that wants to punch you in the face, and that's exactly what Richfield did. Loose ball battle. Ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Southwick.
And it's not easy on Friday going to Manside.
It's a difficult place to go and get a win. We got a victory last year. Remember the heroics of Luke Justice. That's how that came to an end last season.
And if you start, if you start slow there, it's going to be the same result.
West gives it off to Jace. He'll try a triple. No good. Nearly banked that one in. Rebound grab by Wrights for Richfield. 1 minute left. 30 seconds on the shot clock before this one is in the books. We have another final from tonight. Carbon Dinos falling on the road to the Delta Rabbits 58-41. So there's 2 finals in this region. We're about to have our third here in a moment. Foul called against, I believe, Scott. And they get Scott with a personal, and that's his second. Will Jeffs will come into the game, and it's going to do it for West Johansson. West had a good night. Finishes with 12 points. Played with 2 fouls early on in the first half. Changed his effectiveness defensively, but he's showcasing the basketball IQ because he ends with 3 fouls. So he did well in that regard. There's a 6-second differential between the shot and game clock. Wildcat ball. Trey Yardley is coming to the game. Richfield's just going to push it around the perimeter. Here's a cutter. Spell, drive, shot, no good. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Shot clock turned off with 26.1 to play. Well, you got to bounce back. The 5-game winning streak about to come to an end. It was definitely fun while it lasted, but now you got to build it back up. That's what you do. 6-3 in league play is nothing to shake your head at. Emery's still in a good spot, although a region championship may very well be out of the question following this loss here tonight. As Spell knocks down the first foul shot, he's got 8 now in the ballgame.
Yep, got to start a new win streak starting Friday because it doesn't get any easier after Friday with next week looming.
Second shot is no good. Final 20 seconds of this one. Herdsman gives it up to Jace. Jace to Scott. Scott kick out. Found an open Porter Herdsman. Tried to get the 3 ball away, but a foul was called, and so that one goes against Jace Franson, and the ball will go back to the Wildcats.
Jace got his arm up, extended high, and threw a little shimmy. But it's hockey, it's clean.
Tough night. Again, I think you got to give a lot of credit to Richfield. They made our backcourt of Jace and Porter work. I don't think it was a bad game by Jace or Porter at all.
No, they just took him out of it. That's what this defense does. They've got great wings, and it's difficult to get past them.
That will do it. Final score here tonight at Richfield. The Wildcats score 13 in the fourth, more than enough, as Emery scores just 7 over the final 8 minutes. Final score in this one tonight, 54-33. Coming up, it's the post-game wrap-up show. It's brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. You can get out and get your Emery High School Spirit Card today. I got mine. Walk into any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches. Turn your Visa debit card into an Emery High School Spirit Card. They look fantastic. You can do that at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches. They'll bring us the post-game wrap-up show here in just a moment. Final score in this one, Richfield 54, Emery 33. We're back in just a moment.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your School Spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Whether it is for your personal vehicle or a work truck, Toppet Pickup Covers has what you are looking for to either dress your truck up or protect your belongings. Low-profile covers from Truxedo, paint-matched fiberglass toppers from ARE, or full utility covers and bed slides. Toppet also has the best warranty that you will find in the market. Toppet Pickup Covers, on the west side of I-15, off the 400 South exit in Springville.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Call insurance agent.
Hello, customer.
Oh, great. I just had a quick question about my insurance.
You are 312th in line.
Oh, it's just a real quick question.
Would you like a callback in 6 hours?
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Hey, Max, I can answer your insurance question.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your School Spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Travis, we take a look at the way this game came to an end tonight. Richfield took it to us. There's no question about it. There's no other way to really describe tonight's game. Early going, Richfield came out. They looked good. They put up 22 points in that first quarter, and Emery just could not recover from it.
The one thing you have to do when you play good teams, especially Richfield, you have to play 4 quarters of almost perfect basketball, and if you don't, if you play sluggish or you play slow like you did in that first quarter, it's very difficult to try to come in here and get a win because they're not going to allow you many possessions, and it's hard to score on them. And you see how difficult it was tonight to try to get in the paint on drive-bys or getting downhill, shooting the three-point ball. They just do a lot of things that limit you offensively.
Yeah, final score 54-33. Richfield with a 21-point win. This game was pretty close in the middle quarters. Richfield came out, and they could not miss in the early going. I think you got to give the Wildcats a lot of credit. They shot lights out. Gage Yardley did a terrific job of setting tempo for this Wildcat team. They lead 22-6 at the end of the first quarter. Emery made a couple of decent runs in this game. I mean, they float back. They get it within 10 one particular time, if I'm not mistaken, 12. They got within 12. But it seemed like every little Emery run, it took so much energy because the Wildcats make you work for every single inch out there on the floor. Coach Rand Janes, phenomenal as always. You know, I've had the pleasure of not only watching Rand Janes here at Richfield, one of my first ever broadcasting jobs was the Southern Utah women's basketball team when Kit Janes was the head coach. And so the expectation and the execution, it's just phenomenal out of the Janes family, and we're seeing it again here with Rand year in and year out. They execute so well.
Yeah, all they do is they wear you down. From opening tip till the closing buzzer, they wear you down. They take you out of the elements that you want to do. You want to try to, spread the floor, try to kick back out for open threes, but we're going to close hard on you. And then you drive by and you get in the paint, and there's 5 white jerseys swarming to you, and then you try to pass back out, but they're so quick getting back to the ball that they just pick those off. And defensively, they smother you, and they don't allow any offensive flow to go.
We are going to continue on with the post-game wrap-up show. Making his way up to the broadcast booth right now is head coach Dave Justice, and we'll get the particulars on this one. Anything you want to know in particular about tonight's game?
No. I thought that coming in it was going to be an uphill battle against this team, and if you did get multiple scores or balance from your lineup,
it's tough.
You're not going to win the game, and they only had 3 guys score.
Okay, let's pass off the headset, Travis. We'll bring in Coach Dave Justice, who is always kind enough to join us during the post-game wrap-up show. Coach, as always, I appreciate you making time for us.
Yeah, anytime, Jordan.
Coach, that's a very good basketball team, and we know this. The first thing that stands out to me in the box score is the fact that we had 3 guys score. That was it.
Yeah.
Jace had a bucket early on in the game, didn't score again. The rest, it was Scott and Wes Johansson. That was it after about the first minute of this ball game tonight. Kudos to Richfield. They played great defense.
Yeah, they really make it difficult on you. Super physical, super long, super athletic. And, we had a struggle for, just getting a lot of production from other guys, And, Scott and Wes did a good job getting downhill, but we just need more, a little bit more from everybody. And that's kind of how we've won throughout the season. And when we've done pretty well is when we're getting a little bit more of a balanced effort. And yeah, we want to play team basketball. We want to try to get it through, working through everybody. So, Richfield did a good job of shutting down a lot of guys, and, and we got a little bit of one-dimensional a little bit. So,
as we watched this game, it became clear that the Wildcats were determined to make Porter and Jace fight for literally every single inch of the hardwood, and that's exactly what they did. I mean, if you look at a box score, you're going to say Jace had 2, Porter didn't score. It definitely wasn't from a lack of effort. That's a physical team that can go 9 deep, right? And they have athletes 1 through 5.
Yeah, and so they did a really good job getting into their switches, and kind of a little bit is just how they were guarding us. And so, we were trying to set pick and rolls or whatever, and they switched a lot. And so we felt like we had some good matchups with West and Will kind of going down low. And so we tried to exploit some of those, and we got some good looks early. Westy missed a few early. He got going in the second half, which was awesome to see. And so I think, just how they were playing us kind of took away those guards and kind of opened up some lanes for West, Will, and Scott. And, we just didn't convert that enough at a high enough rate to kind of make it a competitive game tonight. So, But you're exactly right. It wasn't for a lack of trying. They were making a lot of good basketball plays, even good decisions, even had a few nice, really good looks. Just, they didn't fall for them tonight. They're great players and great shooters, and, they'll bounce back. So,
going back to the first quarter, West picks up 2 early fouls, and I during the broadcast I gave credit to his basketball IQ because he had to play with 2 fouls early. He only had 1 more the rest of the way. It seemed like he really knew when to contest, when not to contest, right? I mean, I'm sure that's nice from a head coach perspective to say, yeah, I trust a kid that's got 2 fouls early on in the game. He can stay in, he can play through it because West did that tonight.
Yeah, it felt like it was kind of a critical stretch in the game. Credit to Richfield. I feel like they came out, and I feel like they made their first 5 to 6, 7 shots.
I think it was 7, yeah.
7,
I think
yeah.
it was 7.
It felt like more, George.
Yeah.
Anyway, they just kept hitting it, kept playing well, and we just couldn't really get it going early in the game, and then I felt like we did a better job later in the game, kind of settling the game down and playing. But it's really hard to come back when you get down 15 points, against an excellent team in Richfield.
Yeah, I mean, if you take out the first quarter, and this is not, because of complacency to Richfield, I think they continue to play the same way. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, the second and third quarters, and even the fourth quarter, they were relatively close.
Yeah, I agree. So it was more of the game that we were kind of expecting, and more of a game, kind of the style of game that maybe we could snuck a win out of there. But you just give up that first quarter where they they kind of really shoot it well. Moon had a couple, and Yardley really got going early.
Yeah, he
did a great job attacking the basket and made a lot of jump shots, and then we kind of settled the game down and played more of our style of basketball. But unfortunately, it was just a little bit too late.
In a game like this, specifically in this building, you have to put 4 quarters together. I mean, you know that as a head coach, going back to when you were assistant with Coach Todd Jeffs, right? I don't know if there is a more unforgiving gym in the 3A classification than Richfield. At least that's the way it seems, Coach.
No, we haven't had a lot of success down here, and I think it's multiple things. They've obviously had some really good teams throughout the years, and so have we. And we've they seem to shoot it really well down here, and you don't get not that the refs are bad tonight or whatever, but generally it seems like you don't get a lot of calls down here.
I don't get a lot of. I'll say it. We don't get a lot of calls.
so it's just kind of is what it is.
Yeah.
So you're kind of battling a lot of various things, and anytime you go on the road in region, it's just going to be tough. And so it's it was a tough atmosphere tonight. It was a tough game, and I hopefully we can learn from this and learn from kind of the game that we need to play, and to come out better on Friday against Manti.
Before the game, you and I were talking, and I said, this is a great gauge game, right? It's great to see how we've improved now that we're in the second go-around of region play. And I'm sure there are some things that you saw that you liked tonight, Coach. So without going back and dissecting tape and just kind of going back off the last, 32 minutes of basketball that we watched, where have we improved at? And what do you take away from this game saying, look, guys, this was a true positive for us?
Yeah, I thought our rebounding was really well tonight.
Yeah.
We've talked about I think we gave up a lot more. I felt like just, in the game, I thought we rebounded really well. They shot it well, but even when we got the misses in the second, third, and fourth quarters, it seems like we were holding them off the glass really good. I think that's been a big emphasis for our team is the rebounding. And so, yeah, I just say that defensive rebound has just been a big key as we go on throughout the season, and that's kind of what's kept us in games and kind of been playing for us. And unfortunately we couldn't really get a flow on offense today, but I think in general in the last few games our flow and the kind of our ball movement and playing together has been much better than early in the season. And so Richfield kind of took that away from us tonight, and we'll try to learn from that. But I think you're seeing market improvements in the defense, and then obviously the flow of the offense. And so hopefully it's just we can learn from this one game, and it's always tough to play. There's been a lot of really good Emery teams that come down here, and we haven't won. And so credit to Richfield, they do a great job, and so we just got to look to bounce back on Friday.
Friday is going to be another tough one, but as you and I have talked about, I mean, you got to become road warriors here in the second half of region play, right? Last year we had an exciting one down in Manti. Mm-hmm. It boiled down to Luke coming up with a game winner, right? I think that's another place. If you come out with a victory at Manti, you accomplish something. That's a tough place to go play. So the boys definitely have an opportunity for a quick bounce back.
Absolutely. Manti they present a lot of different challenge. You know, they're really athletic, quick. They play a variety of defenses. They get into your drill. They, you know, they force turnovers, and then they really shoot it well at a high clip. And so it's going to prevent a different challenge. But it's everywhere we go is really tough. And so, yeah, we're excited for the opportunity. Hopefully we can kind of learn from tonight, kind of come in right with the right mentality and just, hey, bounce back, and hey, we got to go get one on Friday, you know. So it's not the end of the world. We haven't lost. It's not the end of the season. We still have a lot of basketball to play. Obviously not our best night, but as you go through the course of the season, you have highs and lows, and you know, you're hopefully as you go through those highs and lows, you're just trending upward. And I feel like we've been playing better and we've been trending upward, and we just got to, you know, bounce back. So we'll be all right.
Heck, I kind of forgot what it was like to lose a 5-game winning streak. It's been a while.
I know. So a little somber today, but it's okay. You know, the kids been playing great ball throughout region. You know, this is a great team, and yeah, I think they're legit. So, you know, obviously state contender, you know, in the top whatever you can look at. And so, you know, this is a team that we might hopefully, you know, we can maybe see it stayed, and so hopefully we can get there. So we just got to keep working, keep getting better, and see what happens.
I think one of the true positives is the way the RPI works with how difficult this region is. I don't know that a loss is really going to hurt. A win helps drastically because you're playing such great competition, but I don't know that a loss is really going to hurt just based off of the, you know, the 3 criteria that the RPI works on.
Yeah, so I mean, you got a loss, which evens up our record, so obviously that hurts a little bit. But then you play a really great team that, you know, helps your record. I think they're like 14-3 or
14-3 now, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously that's going to improve your strength of schedule, which I think we have one of the strongest strength of schedules already. So I think hopefully it doesn't hurt too bad, but we try not to worry about that more towards the end of the season. Just, you know, obviously if you win, you're going to go up. If you lose, you might go down a little bit. So, you know, we just try to take care of what we can and then see where we're at the end of the season. But, you know, our big goal is we're trying to get that home playoff game. So that's kind of what we talked about and kind of our goal. And so hopefully we can put a few together and accomplish that.
Coach, lastly, before I let you go, we will jump ahead. We'll talk about Manti. Biggest point of emphasis for this team in that game. What do you guys got to do to get back on track?
Just play together. Try to get the ball moving. You know, we got to get a lot of guys scoring. I think if we're gonna have success, we need to get, you know, people in the scorebook, whether that's, you know, just all 8 or 9 or whoever plays. I think, and then just being able to handle their different defenses, whether it's 2-3, you know, the spider, you know, the 1-2-2, or, you know, the man, and they're pressing. So just kind of handle the ball, make sure we get in the shot, take good shots, and play together, and we should be okay.
Again, Coach Dave Justice taking out the time to join us, Coach. I really appreciate it. Thank you again, and we'll see you in Manti on Friday.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Jordan.
Okay, Coach Justice joining us. We'll pause one more time, come back, put the final touches on tonight's broadcast when we return.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main and Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
At Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, they believe every home deserves to look its best. Since 2003, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding has been transforming homes and businesses with precision and care, ensuring your peace of mind with every shingle and siding panel installed. Whether you're updating an old look, repairing storm damage, or bringing life back to your storefront, trust them to handle every detail. Visit cleancutroofingsiding.com to schedule your free consultation. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding, where quality meets craftsmanship.
The Spartans play here.
Wes Johansson, number 42.
Devin Rasmussen, number 40. Jace Franson, number 11.
On 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back in the viewing audience, as you can see, Richfield High School is piled out. Travis, final statistics in tonight's game. Scott Johansson leads the way. He scores 19 points, 5 of 6 at the stripe. Emery tonight, very good at the foul line. They go 7 of 8. That's 2 games in a row where they have taken care of business at the foul line.
Yeah, 8 attempts not enough, though, especially on the road. You got to have that number 15 and up. 8 attempts just means you weren't aggressive enough, but when you were aggressive, you did get to the free throw line. 8 attempts ain't going to cut it.
Looking around at what else happened in this ball game, again, it's simple. Wes Johansson has 12 points. I thought it was a good game for West, including the fact that, he had foul trouble early on. Jace Franson has 2 points. That is it. That is the box score for Emery. If we talk about scoring, 3 guys get into the scoring category.
Can't win on the road with only 3 players scratching in the score column, especially with the 8 free throw attempts. Just one of those nights where you ran into a buzzsaw. It happens.
It does. It definitely does. And we're going to be back on the road with you on Friday night. We're going to travel to Manti. And it's a difficult place to play. I think you hit the nail right on the head. It's a tough place to go get a win. We saw one of the best coaches in the classification tonight in Coach Janes. I know Coach Shakespeare. We're talking about a state champion there, right? It doesn't get any easier the rest of the way in this division. It just doesn't.
No, that arena's loud. The crowd's right on top of you. It's difficult to go down there and win. It just is.
Before we close out, we'll look at some of the other final scores in the region. Juab tops North St. Pete tonight, 51-45. So Juab has to claw their way back. They figure out a way to get the win. Delta defeats Carbon tonight, 58-41, and Canyon View over Manti, 59-41. In this game, the final score, Richfield 54, Emery 33. For Travis Anderson, I'm Jordan Buscarini. We will see you on the road Friday night. Emery and Manti live coverage at 6:30, tip-off at 7. You can also go back and watch every Emery High School boys basketball game on demand on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. We will see you Friday night. As always, go Spartans.